What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Nomadic Ink channel. I'm James Showers, cleanest name in the biz, and today I'm joined with Cuddles. She's going to be hearing a nomadic story from myself. I put out a questionnaire every week asking you guys what video you'd like to see for the weekend, and nomadic story was chosen. So in this story, I'm going to be talking about when I was sleeping in a tent in Deer Lodge just to build a hospital. So if you got a crazy story, leave that in the comments below. If you like these stories, let me know as well. Other than that, let's get this story rolling.
We're out in the truck. That's where a true nomadic story can be told. So today we're going to be jumping back into the past. This is about 2008. We've got a market crash. We've got housing bubble popped. We have a recession in place, basically. And there is very few jobs out there for you to get. I mean, it's hard to even go to work for free at this point. I was working for a union company, I think like PCI or something at this time. Project ended. I got laid off. I ended up staying laid off for quite a while. We had extensions in our unemployment. I started getting worried living out in the Seattle area, and I decided I'd move back towards Coeur d'Alene. And I contacted a guy that I used to work with just to get some side work here and there. It just didn't pan out. I ended up going to work for Home Depot, actually, doing night stocking for very few dollars an hour. And it wasn't a very good time, to be honest. And then one day I'm contacted by a friend, and he says, "Hey, I've got this job. It's out in Montana. Do you want to come out there with me?" I'm like, I got to do something other than work for Home Depot. I just can't handle it. All right, let's go. What do we got? Nothing. We barely got the gas to get out there. I'm rocking an old Honda Prelude. Let's throw some pictures up. I think I even got a couple pictures of me back then at that time here. So I'm thinking I'm cool. I got the Honda Prelude. Let's head on out. I've got a tank full of gas. Let's do this thing. Head out to Deer Lodge. That's about a 3.5 hour drive. And we get there and we have no place to stay. I sleep in my car that night, basically. Go to work the next day. Realize I'm not able to even get on site because I don't have proper work boots. I'm just rocking some shoes or something. So me and the other guy that doesn't have boots, we head all the way out to Helena, Montana. That's about another hour drive over the top of this hill to find the nearest Walmart and pick up a $30 pair of boots. And I'm going to tell you what, my feet were on fire for a while. Those boots, man, they just tore me up. And this is before I realized investing in a good pair of boots was a great idea. We had no place to stay. There was some sort of campground across the way from the job site, and this was a big hospital. I might even have some pictures of that. Throw some pictures out there or something. But this is a big hospital out there, and there's a campground across the street, and it was like springtime, I believe. So it was still cold, and we were just sleeping in tents. Sometimes we'd wake up and it'd be raining, be wet. We just had the campground to use for facilities, and boom, we were working on the job. It took about a month. And then we finally found a kind of a halfway house type place. Now in Deer Lodge, it's basically just a prison town, and they're actually building this hospital to kind of facilitate a lot of the prisoners there and probably some other people around in that area. But it was a pretty high-tech hospital to accommodate prisoners, basically. But there was halfway houses because people would get released from prison and they'd live there and kind of work their way back in or out or whatever's going on. So that's where we stayed. And I even have some pictures. Let me throw them up. This is the little kitchenette that I was rocking there for a little bit. That's what I had, just like a little toaster and a microwave and stuff. And that was our kitchen. And it was pretty rough for a while. We shared that with a bunch of other random people. And I shared a room with a guy. And that was it. And we worked out there for quite a while. I started a subcontracting business out there because there was quite a bit of work. So I was like, hey, I'm just going to stay out here. Started from the road, which was just kind of a little inside joke. But we went out to Missoula, Montana, and subbed out some hospitals out there and some schools with a guy I partnered up with there, and I lived out of hotels for quite a while. But living in Deer Lodge was definitely an experience, and to say I've been to Helena and back was just kind of something funny I like to say. But it was some crazy stuff. Montana, beautiful, big sky for sure, for days basically. But Missoula was a cool little college town. We had a lot of fun out there, basically just doing some drywall, banging out some drywall. And then I was able to get the call, it was about a year or two later, that there was some work going on in the city, and that's when I first joined with Annie Johnson. That's the company I'm with today, actually, and that's when I started working on and off for Annie Johnson out here in Seattle. That's the little story that I just wanted to tell you guys, a little nomadic story, if you would. Things obviously go up and down through the spectrum of life, so just keep that in mind when you're doing whatever you're doing. Sometimes you're making a grip of money, sometimes you aren't, and that's basically it. I might even have a few photos from the time when I had moved back out here and I was working for AJ. Maybe I'll throw them up or whatever, just to have a little throwback video here. Other than that, I'm glad you guys were here. Let me know what you guys think about this nomadic story. Was it cool? Was it lame? Would you like more of these? Would you like better ones? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. And just let me know you're here. And that's basically it. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.